speech. So take us through some of his main points there.
Well, he spoke for about 15 minutes, and the main point that he made was the criticism of the US and of President Obama, criticizing them for defending freedom of speech, or being very outspoken about defending freedom of speech, but then conversely persecuting whistleblowers and people who try and tell the truth. And he spoke certainly of his battle, WikiLeaks battle, but also of the wider implications of the route that the US is now taking. We can take a listen to that now.
The US administration is in trying to erect a national regime of secrecy, a national regime of obfuscation, a regime where any government employee revealing sensitive information to a media organization can be sentenced to death, life imprisonment, or espionage, and journalists from the media organization with them.
As we said, this was really a unique opportunity for Assange once across to get his version of events and his message across. The media coverage of this has varied very greatly throughout the course of the case. As we said, RT exclusively in the embassy there as he delivered the message. And we followed this case from the very beginning. If you don't know the details of the case, you've obviously not been watching RT, but it has been very confusing. There's been a lot of misreporting around this. One of the main things being that a lot of the media have portrayed Assange as being someone trying to avoid justice. He's facing questioning in Sweden over sexual assault allegations. Julian Assange and his team have always been very open about the fact they want to answer those questions, but they want to do it without fear of extradition to the US. And until they get those assurances, of course, they're not willing to go over to Sweden. They've never been given those assurances. And of course, this has proved a huge diplomatic headache for the countries involved, for the UK certainly. Now, Ecuador's foreign minister has said that he's going to try and speak today to the UK Foreign Minister William Hague to try and convince him to allow Assange free passage. Of course, the UK saying that they'll arrest Assange if he steps foot outside of the embassy. So the diplomatic standoff continues. As we said, a major headache for some of the world powers such as the UK. Ecuador very much under the spotlight in this case as well. But of course, as we said, the case is continuing, and RT is going to continue bringing you all the details of the story that many people would prefer you didn't hear.
Thank you very much indeed for that update. Sarah Firth reporting there live from London.